Thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel. I know it's the first time I'm shooting, but I've always wanted to do this, and thank you for joining me. If you like the content, if you do Tupperware in Southern Africa or even in the world, because I'm still going to put in a lot of content on how you can do your Tupperware business digitally, how you can just prospect and just advertise on Facebook, Pinterest, and every other platform. Just stick around, subscribe, like down below, and I'm sure you'll be happy. So my name is Vidumela Komani, and I am a team leader's daughter. Yes, I am. And that is not basically the reason why I joined Tupperware, because my story is long. Okay, so let me tell you my story. I know that in our society, basically, as African people, we are told to go to school, get a job, and pay bills until. I knew that I wanted to be a businesswoman, but I never really knew at what. All I knew was Tupperware, and yes, there's a lot that happened at Tupperware. Literally, like, I owe everything to God, yes. But with the help of Tupperware, my parents were able to give me the life that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Okay, so what happened was I graduated and I started doing businesses. I joined literally, I don't know, like I started attending presentations, presenting. We're going to talk about people's companies, obviously, and I learned through the process, and it led me to the digital space where I started learning how to create websites, how to do your Google, Facebook ads, and etc. But it was literally through looking for a niche and just a space where I can, just thrive. And with all that, it was going okay. It was fine. And I remember the lockdown season came. It was scary. We had to come back home, but at that time I was in Gauteng, and coming back home was just, how your parents would be like, "Are you sure you don't have the COVID? The illness, the disease, the virus." And you want to be with your family, so I had to come back home, but then I also had to go back because I'm working, right? But I'm still working online, but the internet connection back there was just amazing. So at that time I was working as a transcriptionist, and I was also creating websites as a freelancer. So it was in June 2020, on the 29th. I'm just going to skip up my story so that I don't take too long. We received news from home, and it was very unfortunate because I was sleeping right next to my little sister, who happened to be my dad's best friend, and I was actually waiting for the news with my other little sister at home on WhatsApp. She's like, "I think something's happening. They're calling us." She was just updating me, and it was very sad to find out that my amazing twin hero and like everything had left us. My dad passed on, and that's when I realized that I do not have any time or any business being in Pretoria. I have to rush home, be with my mom, because I have to hold her. My mom and dad, guys, like, in another video I'll talk about me growing up in Tupperware and what it was like having two parents who were team leaders, and how, just the whole story of my life in Tupperware, and how they were able to raise 11 kids with Tupperware. So I'm not going to add a lot, but if you are from where I stay in Mpumalanga, you will know that my parents were known everywhere to be twins because they were working together. They would go to work together. They would, you know, they'd be seen in the shopping centers together, go to school, concerts together, church together, and they just supported each other everywhere. And even we knew that, okay, we can't really be mom's friend or dad's friend because they had each other. So when I heard of that, first of all, was how do I tell this one sleeping next to me, and how do I get to my mom in Pumalanga within, so it was just so confusing, but I had to be very strong. I had to tell everyone, we had to go back home, and yeah, it was just everything happened as it happens. And so after a while, mom is like, my kids have to eat, I have to work, and we're still in the lockdown season. So things shops were still some shops were still closed and everything, but then Tupperware warehouses started opening up, and she had to go hustle because she has kids in private schools and that she has to pay for. I've left everything and I came back home. So it was just a very difficult time at that point. But then, so I went to work with my mom, and yeah, it was at first I thought, let me, okay, what do you want? I'll do anything. Like, should I go? Let me join Tupperware. We'll go to Sun City together. We'll do this together. I just wanted her to be strong. That okay, fine. I know your best friend is not here right now, but I'm here. I just had to anything she wanted, even though I knew I had my own plans, but I had to put that aside for So, um, I joined Tupperware. At that time, I wanted to make her happy because I grew up in Tupperware, and it's like, but mom, you always think that there's this, when you have this great and amazing man, and you always think that there's something better out there, and you go out there and you say, okay, nothing like that exists, and you made a mistake or whatever it is. Well, okay, I don't know. I don't think it resonates, but something like that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know about Tupperware, the workspace. I knew about selling because obviously my parents never let us stay indoors or just be, sleeping at home. They tell you, okay, Saturday we're going out to hustle. So that's where we learned our, communication skills, um, everything that we are right now. They taught us. So we'd go to the malls and sell and everything. So when I got there, I already knew, okay, this is rice maker on the go lunch. I'm a manager, guys. Snack set. So I think I already spoke about how mom and dad used to go everywhere together. Now it's mom and her 11 kids, two grandkids, but her best friend, the driver, like her best, her everything is not there. What's going to happen now? So I had to join Tupperware, go to meetings for her at that time because she couldn't attend them. She was still, she was still recovering. So I am there with mommy. We are, going to meetings, the rallies, and yeah, like, the launches. And I see this amazing Tupperware containers. I start imagining them, in my place and at my place and stuff. And I thought, oh, I knew Tupperware, but no, guys, there's always something new. There's always something exciting. But at that time, I was still, getting used to the whole idea. Then Mama, she's so supportive. Told me, you can do it. We can both, find ourselves. They usually have trips like all expenses paid, guys. So trips that they have annually, and I knew about those, but it was just so exciting being there because at some point after on the second month actually I became a manager, and I got my first paycheck. So there's 1,000 rands that I got for just being a manager, and it's like a thank you gift, I think. And I also got a 3,000 rands pot, and on top of that I got my salary. All right, so as I was working with mama, I went to the warehouse with her and I joined Tupperware. So I filled out a form, um, right, and I got training. She was the one doing the training, and I was just so shocked that I didn't know so much about Tupperware at the time. I was so excited, and I got my training pack. That's like an incentive after you basically go through the whole process of joining Tupperware. And yeah, it was just so amazing. At that point I had plans. I actually had, like, you know my plans were written down, like, mama, we're going to recruit at this place, at this place, at this place. Especially now that Tupperware is going online, that was just the whole mind-blowing thing for me, because the digital space is my thing. Like I just love it there. So um I had all the plans, and I just didn't know that mom was not really ready at that time. So guys, as I was saying, everything was exciting with Tupperware. The gifts, I was just trying to see everything that we've accumulated, or all the gifts that we got from Tupperware, and I just got tired. Appliances, gas stoves, not a stove, stoves, TVs, smart TV, um, sound system, coffee table, a couch, bedding set, a bed, headboards,
A baby.
um, no, baby stuff. Yes, we, like a towel, like towels in a bag. Okay, well, those are kind of like holiday stuff. So, guys, should I go and take you to just where my mom puts all her pots? And I'm talking about the pressure cookers, the blenders, the those things that people used to bake. Like, if I knew how to bake, wow, guys, with everything Tupperware, I would be amazing. This amazing um, company. But I went to the meeting and I listened, and I was so inspired. I was so motivated. I was like, you know what? I've been wasting my time. Where was I? Where was I in this platform of stuff? Where was I? Because I had to be here. I was going to be like really far, because I'm so motivated. I work hard and I know myself. You know, there's some people who are hard workers, but they literally don't know what to work hard at. And you see Tupperware, it's like, so many people are doing Tupperware. Yeah, you'd always think that, but you'd be so shocked at, I really don't know. The market is just huge. People are just always supportive. So, basically, what I want to try to tell you is that this, for instance, I could say this company raised me, and I use this 2 liter bottle for my water, because if you were to buy, say, 4 bottles of water a day, that would be 30 bottles a week. And if you are contributing to pollution, hey, that's not okay. I don't know. I really I never really knew much about all of those things until I joined Tupperware, because there's a lot of awareness. But guess what? With Tupperware, in my second month, I got paid. I got my salary because I was working hard as I usually work in other, Mm-hmm. But Tupperware, I started getting a salary. I got gifts, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is how it is. And I was excited. I started doing things for myself. Okay, I want to change my room. I want to, do this and that, because I've always worked so hard to get money and reinvest it into something that will make me work 10 times hard, pay so much money and yet get nothing, because I cannot get 6 people to join with 30,000 rands. Where do you get people to join with 30,000 rand in South Africa at this day and age? So those are some of the things I overlooked at that time. So yeah, I joined up. I was like, hey, this guy's okay. You want to give me money? I was happy. I got my money, got my gifts, and I started, seeing that okay, there's more that I can do with this business. All you need to do with anything, whether you're selling tomatoes or you're selling apples or you're selling bananas, you just have to put in the work. And for me, God, Tupperware, God, the sky's the limit. So I knew that, okay, at a job, I would perhaps be given a salary and I have to work every month, no matter how hard I work. I'll just get that salary. It's a fixed salary. But with Tupperware, I was like, okay, what do you want? I have to write my own check. How much do you want? And my Tupperware business does not lapse. I just have to call my people and motivate them. I'll literally create videos on how you can host, like a WhatsApp meeting with your people, with your team, how you can motivate them, how you can have presentations, and just so many fun stuff that I've been trying out with this whole lockdown season, right? So it was just that for me. And I realized that at work, the HR would just say, okay, this is how much you, doesn't matter how hard you work. So even if you're very hardworking, you would then be limited to, okay, fine, give it a kind of chance. Either way, I still get paid, right? So yeah, that was it for me. And I'm still growing in Tupperware. I'm so excited with Tupperware. And yeah, and you know, the fact that it's digital, it's online, you can literally go now to this link, shop Tupperware now, and buy Tupperware by supporting my business anywhere in South Africa. That is mind blowing. So I'm just so excited because I'm like, what else? What else? Like, already I'm this excited, and here they are, you know, like putting it on a digital space. And I'm like, you know what? So many South African, managers and demonstrators or team leaders would like to actually also have their business fully functional online, you know, how, and learn more on how to create, you know, Facebook pages for their business, how to advertise on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, and the likes. So on this channel, basically, I will be adding videos on how you can do that for your channel, I mean for your business. um, there's a link below. You can also just watch. It's written how to grow your business digitally. You'll also see a little video on how I'm able to sell online and how you can also do the same. So I'm not going to put so much detail on that right now. I think I'll create a special video for that topic as well. But I mean, this is a business that if you take with both hands and you work, you have your target. I'll talk to my managers and my leaders and see if I am allowed to create a video on the structure of Tupperware and how you can join today and grow towards being a manager, senior executive, and a team leader. And if I'm allowed to do that as well, then I will definitely add that to the weekly videos. And I just want to tell you guys something. This is my first video, but I'm so excited. I know that this is what I've been called to do, and thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for sharing the video with your friends who you've seen doing Tupperware, or who would like to know more about Tupperware businesses and everything, because a lot of our family and friends are probably doing Tupperware, but they do not know how to use the movie app. Well, that's another app that we're using to buy, sell, recruit online. So with this channel here, the one I just recently, you know, started, I will be adding all of that information, and they can learn, and you can send it to anyone who can, you know, take this information and make it of use. Because guys, I am here to help you. If you're in Tupperware, you love Tupperware like I do, and you feel like you want to grow with Tupperware, just, you know, subscribe, like, share, stick around. I have not created a schedule on when exactly I'll be uploading, so I don't want to make empty promises by saying maybe every Wednesday or Friday or Saturday. I will eventually get you guys to know. Once decided, I will tell you. So yes, thank you so much for tuning in, and for being faithful, and for just being amazing, and for being a hustler, because hustlers are the ones watching this video right now. I love you so much, guys. Bye bye.